I hear this from others in our community, both male and female, all the time. So I've asked Mindy Reichart from Relationships Unlocked to join me today and give us some real answers. Hi, I'm Sandy Zuniga, the founder of Colorado Springs Town Tidings. Be in the know on the go for all things Colorado Springs, delivered right to your inbox. Mindy is a local relationship coach who specializes in helping couples reconnect. Mindy, welcome. Before we dive in, can you tell us a bit about yourself and what brought you to this work?
Sure. So I am a wife and a mom. Um, excuse me. I have been married for 28 years. I I met my husband by happenstance. We got married a year and a half later, and that was 30 years ago, almost 30 years ago. And yeah,
Wow.
we're just we have three kids. Our oldest is 25, almost 24, and a 21-year-old. And yeah, I just always wanted to be a wife and a mom, and was very involved in my kids' lives and school and activities and things like that. And when they were older and didn't need me as much anymore, I kind of didn't know what to do. I didn't know who I was really, who I wanted to be, what I wanted to
Yeah.
be, that kind of thing. And then I found a company called Pure Romance, and it changed my life in so many ways. Um, but that's kind of how this all started. I branched out from there after being a consultant with them for 6 years. Well, at that time, 5 years. Um, and then, yeah, branched out into the coaching side because I found that I really liked working with individuals and couples versus the big parties and things like that. So,
Okay.
yeah, so here we are.
So the relationship part, you were a mother, well, you are a mother and a wife. And as we get older and there's an empty nest, a lot of us do try and have to reinvent ourselves when your identity is all about the children, the partner, and that time in your life. We go through stages in our lives. So is it that when you were left trying to think of who am I now, did it kind of connect like I'm good at relationships? Let me look into that. Can I help others? Or was it kind of a different path?
It was kind of different. It sort of just fell into my lap. Like I said, I got introduced to Pure Romance again by happenstance. I met somebody who was a friend of a friend of a friend, and yeah, I had a party, um, that kind of thing, and just what I learned about myself and my body and my relationship and everything just at that party changed so much in my life that I was like, I need to shout this from the rooftops. I need to share this with all the women everywhere. And so, and then, over the years, it just kind of branched into, working with couples, on one to one and realizing that, I'm actually kind of good at this. So let's see where it goes.
Great. And then, so after Pure Romance, you wound up diving deeper into it and got a few certifications and things like that.
Yep. Yeah. I got a, well, three certifications I had to get to become a master relationship coach. So here we are.
What did your husband think about all of this?
Um, it's really funny because my husband is actually very private. Um, so of all the jobs that I could have chosen, but he's honestly been my biggest cheerleader the whole time. And yeah, he fully supports, what I do. He tells people, other people, colleagues, what I do. And, like he'll come home and be like, "It's okay, you're going to get a call from so and so," and things like that. So
That's
yeah,
great.
he's my biggest advocate. He's my biggest cheerleader.
And I assume he benefits from it.
He does. Like I said, I learned so much about myself that did change a lot of things in our marriage, improved a lot of things in our marriage. And then as I go, like as I'm coaching somebody, um, and giving them advice or tips or whatever, I'm like, thinking in my head, this is good stuff. I need to actually use this in my relationship as well. So yeah, so we benefit from it pretty well.